Hi everyone, myself Muhsina, Assistant Professor, Department of Sociology. Welcome to E-Content Development Center, Majlis Arts and Science College, Puramannur. Today we are going to discuss on sampling. From this discussion, each learner will be able to choose an appropriate samples for his or her research. Actually, what is sample? Sample is a group of people chosen from population on which research is conducted. The result is produced by the sample is generalized on the population is known as sample. Here we are move on to the sampling techniques. Sampling techniques mainly divided into two types, probability sampling and non-probability sampling. And probability sampling again divided into 5 types: simple random sampling, stratified random sampling, systematic sampling, multi-stage sampling and cluster sampling. The first, simple random sampling. The simple random sampling is the basic type of probability sampling. In this technique, each person or element has an equal opportunity for being chosen as a sample. Lottery method or paper slip method is the most common method for choosing sample. And next, let's move on to the stratified random sampling. Stratified random sampling is necessary when the population under study is heterogeneous in nature and the population is first divided into a number of strata or subgroups. The criteria for the division can be sex, age, religion and occupation, etc. It involves sampling of each stratum separately, and this increase in precision or reduce time, effort and cost. And the third one is systematic sampling. Systematic sampling is used when the population elements are arranged in a natural sequential order. In this process, first unit is selected as randomly and the rest of the units are selected systematically. For example, choosing sample from population according to their order, like 8th number, 18th number, 28th number, etc. The fourth one is cluster sampling. This type of sampling is applicable to when the population are scattered on different geographical parts and it is practically difficult to contact them. And mainly large scale studies make use of cluster sampling. It involves grouping the population and selecting the groups or clusters as samples. When clusters are geographical units, it is called area sampling. And fifth one is multi-stage sampling. This technique is used in big inquiries extending into large geographical areas such as nationwide inquiries. And in this technique, sampling is done in stage by stages. This stage by stages process of selection helps to achieve representativeness of samples. The steps involved in multi-stage sampling are: the first, the states are selected for study and some districts are selected from already selected states and certain numbers of taluks are selected from each district. In the fourth stage, certain numbers of villages are selected from each taluk. And next, let's move on to the non-probability sampling. In non-probability sampling process, the samples are chosen deliberately, not randomly. And also, this technique is known as convenience sampling. And here are the types of non-probability sampling. First, accidental sampling, judgment sampling, quota sampling and snowball sampling. And the first one is accidental sampling. In this sampling process, researcher selects a unit or case as a sample that comes across him rather than carefully determined and obtained. And convenience method of sampling is used when too much accuracy of data is not required. And the second one is judgment sampling. This sampling technique is also known as authoritative sampling. In this sampling process, researchers select samples based on his own existing knowledge or his professional judgment. And results obtained from judgment samples are subject to some degrees of bias. Quality of the samples depends upon the judgment of researcher. And next one is quota sampling. It is a type of stratified judgment sampling. In quota sampling, researcher decides a quota of units from each group. selection of units based on his judgment, and therefore selected samples may be biased. The last one is snowball sampling. This sampling technique is also known as chain sampling or referral sampling. This sampling technique is often used when units are hard to find by the researcher. Examples, the drug users. And in this process, existing samples recruit future samples among their acquaintance. Thank you.